Welcome back to Helos and Homies, episode 6. You may notice the setting is a bit different in the room. I'm by myself. I'm on my one outs, my solos. I'm a bit sick as well, so I was like, I don't really want to record with anyone because I am a bit sick. And I have been for a few days, so I was like, yep, I'm going to go do my solos, put a Q&A up, and let's see what the people ask. The reason I want to do one of these is because I think people genuinely find it fascinating, like the behind the scenes type of stuff, I reckon. Like, I know when I see other business owners be like pretty transparent about what they're going on, like, I love that shit. Like, two examples is Isaac John from YKTR, he does Inside YKTR, and that's helped me so much. But also, like, a friend from high school, Jared Brayley, she runs Socials by Jared, SBJ Socials, and when she hops on and, like, she has her own account for her personal side of the business, if that makes sense. So it's like Jarrett SBJ, and sometimes she hops on and talks about her day, or like what was really good in the day, what was bad, stuff like that. I love that shit. So I'm like, hey, maybe I just hop on and talk about, like, get people to ask me questions. Who knows? So yeah, I got a few questions here, and I can't wait to answer them. But I think I got a few more coming in on my phone, and I'm going to double check them now. I got a variety of questions, to be honest. I got a variety of questions. So, first one, my proudest moment so far. Wow, we're starting off the hook here. Synthetic Stream. Yep, shout out the boys. Proudest moment so far. Oh, fucking hell, what would that be? I don't know. That's hard, eh? That's hard. I was gonna say, like, I've seen, like, Fairs and Young Six wear Helos on stage. That's pretty cool. I'd most probably say when I sold out. When I sold out of the hoodies and I was ordering like 100 to 150 at a time. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself then. And then I let it get to my head and it fucked up again. So yeah, welcome to a life Falcon. But I'd say that's up there. I got a photo of... So I donated clothes during the bushfires, like old stock. I got a photo from someone who had received the clothes. That was early 2020, pre-Rona season. So, yeah, that was cool as well. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. There's a few moments that I'm pretty proud of. But yeah, I think a moment that always can catch your eyes is when you have someone like your mum or your dad or your siblings like, be like, fuck, you're doing well for yourself. That's always cool that you're you're doing something right then. Alright, I'm gonna go. I've written all these questions down, but you know what, I'm gonna go in order of just music and sport questions I've been asked first, and then I'm gonna go straight into vlogs update, and then into the brand stuff, and I'll also be doing cheeky giveaway. So stay around while you're here and listen out for what I'm gonna say. And then maybe you can get yourselves hands on a corduroy hat or a tee. Who knows? I'll surprise you. Alright. 3 albums that exceeded expectations comparing before to and after. Alright, so I think the question here is, to break it down, before the album came out, what were my expectations? And then, yeah, alright, did they exceed? Which ones exceeded it? When We're All Alone This Together by Dave. Fuck, great album. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, I wish he kind of made more party songs. There was a lot of party. There was like a few bops in there like that. You know, I listen to regularly now. But the deep stuff's like something you can't. Like, that's 1 in a billion type of stuff. Really, if you want to get down to it, like, there's only a few people in the world that can do that. And Dave's one of them. So yeah, that album exceeded expectations. Life of Pablo. I remember being like 15, 16. How old would I have been? Fuck, was I 15? I'm going to double check that. And yeah, I remember like the listening parties and shit. And I was like, oh, there's no way. Like, this got to be peak. And then like the album came out. I was 16. And yeah, like when the album came out, I was just like, oh, holy shit, this is a masterpiece. Still Sleep by Sleepy Hollow as well. Yeah, I didn't expect him to drop an album like that. And like, at first, you could tell it didn't pick up much traction, but in due time it did, and rightfully so. Like, the guys are Dawn. And yeah, it's arguably my favourite album over the past like 12 months, to be honest. But yeah, there's a few more. There's a few that didn't. There's a fair few that didn't in recent times. But Get Rich or Die Trying. I remember, like, bear in mind, I was like fucking 4 when this popped off. But as I got older, like 3 or 4 years ago, I was like, I've heard a lot of hype about this. I'm gonna give it a listen. It's in my top 3 albums of all time. I'll say that much. But yeah, that's all I got for you there, young Cam F. Shout out Flat. Trends I love in music, trends I hate. Oh, trends I hate. I fucking hate those samples at the moment that like those UK kids that sample like the old songs from like The Wanted, and I don't know, get your bag I suppose, but like those poor kids are gonna be so fucking exposed by managers that are just trying to get every single cent out of them, but also like, and labels as well, but and they'll have such a fall from grace, I hate those trends because it's just, it fucks up the artist a lot and the people around him, and I don't know if it's like good on him if they get the bag, but you got to question whether it's worth it in due time, like over the span of his life. But who knows? Maybe he makes a career out of it. Other trends I hate. I don't know. I feel like I used to do it a bit, but like gatekeeping, I feel like, I don't know, as I've gotten older, I'm kind of happy to see, as long as it's appreciated for what it is for. Like, I'm happy to see people enjoy music genres that aren't exposed as much and then end up getting exposed. Obviously, there's a beauty in something being a smaller scene and whatnot, but I think it's always cool, like, because if you truly want the best for those artists, if you truly want the best for them, you want them to be able to buy every single person in their house, in their family house. You want them to never worry about another day, and like in terms of financially, you know what I mean? So, yeah, like gatekeeping, I kind of hate because people like trying to protect something, and you're like, you don't need to protect it. The aura and the essence will always stay true to what it is. But what's some other trends I hate? I fucking hate. Oh god, I fucking hate this. Excuse the language. People that have no flows. I'm not going to name them, but there's people in Western Sydney that do it. They have no flows and they just steal flows from overseas and the ad libs. Gives me the fucking shits, man. Gives me the shits. Like, there's no originality to these people I'm talking about, and a lot of people know who I'm talking about. We're not going to name drop, but yeah, we'll keep it respectful around here. But trends I love in music. I don't mind slowed down songs. You know, people hate on me, but people hating it. But I don't mind it. I love ciphers and freestyles. I think that's sick. Like when they go on the street and they get a random person to start freestyling, or like a person wants to hop in and be like, "Yeah, let me freestyle." Love that shit. I adore that. But I don't know. Trends I love in music. I love protest music too. I like listening to it, trying to see their point and how they portray it through a musical way. So yeah, a platform, should say. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I like protest music and stuff like that. It's good to listen to, expands your knowledge. Yeah, I don't know. There's trends left, right, and center really. TikTok's been cracker, and it's also been shocking. But it has put people on that truly deserve it. If anyone knows DDK, he was like a guy working at Walmart, could be wrong, and he was like, he put up videos like, can't wait to start working at Walmart when my music blows up, and put his song over it that only had like a few thousand streams at the time, and then everyone was like, holy shit, this is awesome. So it's been good for that type of stuff. But yeah, there's also other, like, I hate to say it, like teenagers that have blown up on there for their songs that they've made, which are just sampled from like early 2010s music, and you're like, yeah, as someone who's a bit older, you're like, fuck, I hope someone intervenes here, but who knows. Now, top 3 of all time. Shit. That's hard, man. Top 3 of all time. If I was to go, I'm going to split it into America and UK. Top 3 of all time. America, I'm going to go, oh, shit. How do I word this right? Huge fan of Nipsey Hussle. In 2017, I got into him. Yeah, I was in high school, and then 2018, Victory Lap came out. Huge fan of him, Biggie, and Kendrick. Shout out Joey Badass, Dave East, J. Cole, A$AP Rocky. And like I say, Richard, I'm missing a few there, and that's really sad. And then through UK, Skep, Dave, Mizzlemack. Right. When's the next vlog? Great question, Cornelius the third. Right, this is the thing, right? These podcasts, this computer, I'm not going to lift it up because it might unplug my mic, but this computer is like dinosaur. Pretty sure I got it when I was in year 10. And if you know how old I am, it's a bit old, eh? I'm 22, so that's 6 or 7 years old. And it was old when I got it. But anyway, yeah, like this computer, it's not a bad computer, but it runs so slow. So when I do the podcast, that takes up like genuinely a whole Friday and Saturday night because I need to compress the footage because it's only a 256 gigabyte thing. And compressing the footage takes a while, but then exporting it from iMovie is always an issue the first time. So, like, yeah, it takes me a while. And I'm looking at buying a new laptop, but for those who know, I'm going on an overseas trip in less than 3 months now, which I'm very excited for, but I need to save money for that. So, yeah, it's hard. I'm just trying my best to work with what I got resources-wise. As soon as I come home, I'm jumping all in. But, yeah, to answer the vlog question, I hope I explained the context there. Being a fucking idiot, I am. Yeah, the vlog question, I want to do one a month. I'm not going to do one for March because all I really have is like Corn, you'd know, is just like the shoot we did at the waterfalls. Some of the training footage, which I will include in the vlog because that was fucking hilarious. And then just snippets from podcasts, but I don't want to do that. I want to actually get people who are on the podcast, like on the vlog separate, you know what I mean? Like them just talking about what's been happening and shit like that. So yeah, and I'm going to plan the more structured and better stuff. Will I do a vlog for the Bathurst Derby? Yeah, Jack, I'll make a vlog just to come out there and watch you play with your Bathurst bush pigs, alright mate? No worries, I'll document it, yep. And yeah, it should be good fun. Now, Tim Chu from JP. JP, I'm assuming you're asking about the boxing world. I didn't watch the Tim Chu fight, eh? To be honest, I'll be completely honest here, and it's most probably an issue. And if anyone has a source of where I can get more fighting information from, that'd be awesome. But really, I only get my stuff from like Bloke in a Bar and ESPN. I probably should follow other people, but I don't know who to follow for like non-biased opinion. But it was cool that Tim Chu fought someone like that on an international scale as well. Like, got a bit of attention from overseas, stuff like that. I'm so excited for Kambosos' next fight in Oz. Like, that'll be sick. I truly can't, off the top of my head, like I said, I don't really know much about boxing, but I can't think of a fight like that. Like, obviously, Jeff Horn, Manny Pacquiao. But like, I feel like that wasn't the same. Like, Manny was pretty past it, but who knows? I could be talking out my ass, but Kambosos in Oz will be actually unreal, and I can't wait to, if that ever happens, I'll be there documenting it. It'll be so much fun. Now, if you made it this far in the podcast, before I get into the deep stuff, go comment on the YouTube video or DM me on Instagram. You got to be subscribed to YouTube, following me on Helos and Homies on Spotify. That's all you have to be doing. And then you just go and message me saying colour, and first 3 will get it. Actually, not message me, comment on the video, so it's proof of the first 3. So, yeah, comment on the YouTube video, name and colour, first 3 will get it. And then that way, before, if you get to it late and you go to comment after those first 3 people, then unfortunately I can't help you. But there will be more in future podcasts. I'll be dropping hats for those people who want it, so yeah. Now, footy predictions. Alright, this is, I said I was getting into deep questions. I forgot there was a footy question. Footy predictions. I'm going to keep this clean. I'm going to go first and second last and last. Wooden spoon. First, I'm going to go for Penrith. Obviously, I'm from the mountains. The boys play at the foot of the mountains, but we are playing good footy. Obviously, it's round 3. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, eh? But, yeah, obviously, it's round 3. I'm still going to back Penrith into those corners and say they're going to get the job done. And for who I see in the grand final with them, I'm going to say Cronulla. I'm going to leave it at that. It's my smoky. Knights and Dragons are also smokies, personally. And then obviously got Rabbits, Roosters, Storm, Eels, and Seagulls of shit. So, yeah. second last and last, or this is rough, but I reckon second last. I was going to say Raiders. I'm not going to say that. I reckon second last Dogs, last Tigers. I think Tigers like pretty far last as well, unless someone fixes shit. Because yeah. All right. If I had to start a brand all over again, what would I do differently? Fuck, I'd do a lot differently, eh? I'd almost just do everything I didn't do. Alright, so if you're going to start a business based on product or services, do market research. Yeah, like pretty standard stuff. Like, know what material, like right now I still learn about material, and the thing about clothing is it's kind of evolving as we go on, like materials wise and breathability and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's a word, but I'm sure you get what I'm at. So yeah, I learn all the time about clothing, but there are markets where you are just to learn about what's already established. Technology will take its place. But yeah, do your research, structure yourself as well. So make sure you have a business account, make sure you have a business card in case you need it. You know, I personally need to get little things like packaging and stuff like that, or, you know, like the lint rollers and stuff like that. Like, you have a business card to be able to get that. You know what I mean? If you're doing deliveries in your own car, make sure you have a business card to pay for petrol that you'll be using for the deliveries. You know, like, separate it. Don't integrate it at all. That's what I used to do. It was like 2 years into my business that I separated it all. If you're starting a business where you use Shopify, do Shopify research on basically just how to set up essentially just a Shopify account. It's not hard. It's owned by Zuck, so everything integrates with Facebook and Instagram. You get the gist of it in due time. I just lost my words there, but also like, you get the gist of it in due time, of course. But YouTube's beautiful, and Shopify offer you free videos to watch and learn from. So it's not that hard. I'd establish a market, to be honest. Like, I'd get more into sports and music from the get-go. From the start, I never really had a market. I never really had a market till last year, to be let's be truthful here. So yeah, like right now I'm trying to implement myself into like a sports music market. I feel like there's brands that do stuff really well, so trying to take it from them. Like, G'd Up nails the street culture. Street X nails like the street smart kids, I reckon. It's so fucking dumb to say, but, you know, those kids that, like, they know what's going on and they know, like, not to insert themselves into certain situations and stuff like that. Like, Street X nails that type of marketer. Those guys who love a night out but aren't too much trouble and, like, take everything lightheartedly. Yeah, and like YKTR nails the footy market and the footy culture. Same with Bloke in a Bar. They kill it. So yeah, I want to try and implement myself into a sporting slash like music culture. It's going to be hard, but I think I can do it, to be honest. I think I can definitely do it. But yeah, if I was to start a brand all over again, what would I do differently? Stay structured from the beginning. More discipline as well. Learn how to design and produce higher quality content from the get-go. Also, know my worth. Don't let people push me over. Respect. I'm gonna say it so respectfully, like, because people don't know what they're doing and they do it. But like, I always let people be like, "Oh, can I get free postage and shit?" And in their head, they're like trying to save money. But fuck, if you want to support a mate, just pay the full fucking price. Unless they just straight out offer you from the get-go. Because yeah. Like, honestly, I've learned in due time, and I do it, you know, with my friend, a few people I've worked with before. They have their own little businesses, and I'll pay full price when I order something, because like, you want that money to be going into their business. Like, just because they're your mate, they don't owe you fucking anything when it comes to their business. They may owe you something in their personal life, but not in that business. So yeah, I think be less of a pushover from the get-go. Now I stand on my own 2 feet. Somebody wants to buy something and they want a discount. Nah, fuck it. You get chances during the year, during sales, to get a discount. But if you don't do anything for me, you don't get a discount. And the people that get a discount, and I don't even think they use it sometimes, is like Flat, Kundai, Tom, Wrightson, and like Ben and Byron have accents to one as well, because they help heaps. They fucking help heaps. They come to the podcast and they make sure everything's set up. They model when I ask and stuff like that, like on short notice as well. So yeah, they have like a small discount accessible to them. So yeah. To answer your question flat, I've gone real off topic there. Stay on track. Like stay disciplined. Separate it from personal life, like in terms of the structures you have. Be less of a pushover and be more versatile. Did I have goals with Helos when I started? Have I achieved, surpassed them? Yeah, I did, to be honest. I had bigger goals than... it's hard, eh? I had big goals, but like I was 16, so I was pretty fucking delusional, if we're to be honest. Yeah, like I had pretty big goals, and it's safe to say I've come nowhere near them, but I was pretty delusional. I have achieved a few, eh? Like I have achieved a few. Like I've achieved some big orders and, you know, big weeks and stuff like that, but I haven't really surpassed anything because I set my standards quite high. Like my goal was to work for myself. So in a sense, if I was to be able to work for myself and hire someone else, that would be achieving and surpassing, wouldn't it? But yeah, I don't know. I set a few goals there. Like I set the amount of clothes I want to do every year and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't get to do it. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah, I think it's good to set goals like along the way. Like New Year's a fucking cliche time to do it, but it is good if you know how to stick to a plan. And I've only really got to learn to stick to a plan when turning 21, 22. So yeah, that's an interesting one. Have I achieved much? Yeah, to be honest, like the podcast and the people I met, I see that as an achievement because, like, I don't know how I would have been able to link with those people if it wasn't for Helos. And I'm just a fat kid from Wimberley, but, like, I sit down and I get to talk to people that are truly offering something on a broader scale. Marv's, Young Six, Bomber, Nick Air, and Chubbs, like, and more to come, you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, so far that's them, but, like, yeah, like even if you look at Nick Air, like what he's done for filmmaking, and like Bomber, like what he's done with his shoes, and like the fact they're like genuinely like a friend to me now, and it's way more than surface level conversations I have with them. Like that shit's cool. So yeah, like I said, anyone who knows me knows I say I'm just a fat kid from Wimberley, but it's pretty cool to be doing that shit. Pretty cool. Now. I had a few more ups and downs of running a brand. Fuck, a lot of ups and downs, man. I sometimes get orders and I don't have the stock because I fucked up the stock count. That's a down. Down when you do a drop and doesn't hit as well. You know what I mean? That's a down as well. Up. Getting random orders. Like, you know, you may have your marketing running and stuff like that, but sometimes, you know, there may be a week where you're like, I'm not going to run my marketing. I'm just going to chill. You know, maybe I get some content sorted out and, you know, I'm not in a rush. I got a drop coming up in, say, 3 weeks and somebody will order because they see you post something and you're like, fuck, that's really cool. I really appreciate that. So, yeah, there's ups and downs left, right and centre, man. The ups are getting a sample. So, like, the biggest one, I reckon, holy shit, is, like, the up of getting samples, like, when they come in and then the down of them just being shit compared to your expectation. That's, like, that's like the ups and downs of running a brand. 1 minute you can be up, you know, have a fucking viral clip. Second minute you could just be getting hate comments and you're like, oh shit, I don't like that at all. These are the ups and downs of running a brand, but fuck man, I wouldn't change it for the world, eh? Like, it's been so cool and there's so many people out there that, you know, they support in whatever form they can, and I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So yeah. Look, I thought I didn't want to leave a week blank. I was going to, but I was like, fuck that. I'm going to fill this in with some Q&As. I'm going to be doing more of these, for sure. Whenever I'm sick or, you know, I've got other things on. I'll have a few of these loaded for Europe. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, as always. HelosandCo.com. Remember, go into the comment, drop your name, drop colorway. Make sure you're following. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Spotify to be qualified into that. And if you get there and you go to comment and there's already 3 people commented, I hate to tell you, giveaway's done, but there will be more on upcoming giveaways, that's for sure. But yeah, HelosandCo.com, caught one of the new corduroy hats if you don't mind. yeah, still got hoodies and stuff up there. And then Helos & Co on TikTok. Been loving TikTok lately. Helos & Co on Instagram. Been growing on Instagram a fair bit. Helos & Co on Facebook. I don't even know if anyone uses Facebook. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow on Spotify. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have an amazing week.